singing La Cucaracha and pissing into a condom, which he fills up and then tosses at the group. Understandably pissed, the group beats the crap out of Kai, but this was all part of his plan, as we see the whole scene is being recorded on a phone nearby. And I'm positive that the recording won't show the first part of the incident with him harassing the group, but just him getting beaten up. This footage will no doubt be leaked to the public in an attempt to go viral and will create more fear to the public. Now that Trump is in charge and going hard on immigration, it looks like Hispanic people are rising up against the whites. Or that's what Kai is wanting everyone to believe. As a result, he'll look like a victim and garner the public sympathy, which all works towards his end goal. We don't quite know if Kai already has members in his cult in town, but he at least has his sister Winter as an accomplice, who we first meet lamenting the loss of Hillary to a friend on the phone. But I don't believe she really cares about Hillary winning. It's more about them taking advantage of whoever wins, no matter who it is. And it seems that the siblings had a bet going on which candidate would win, and now that Trump has won as Kai predicted, Winter has to do whatever Kai tells her, whereas if Hillary won, he would be forced to follow her. Ultimately though, it looks like Winter is also actually motivated by fear of Kai, as when he asks what she's most afraid of in the world, she says you. She also says she dreads children, and perhaps as a way to confront her fears, Winter gets a job as Allie's nanny for her son Ozzy. Ozzy already seems a bit deranged due to his mother's increasing problems, as well as reading violent comics featuring Twisty the Clown. But of course, rather than nurture the boy, Winter promptly corrupts him further. And after seeing that he is drawing a violent picture of Twisty killing someone, she shows him real dead bodies thanks to the dark side of the internet. And if that wasn't enough, she shows him a real murder as well that occurs across the street, which I will get back to in a minute as we need to talk more about Allie first. Allie is having major difficulties coming to terms with the post-election world and begins to see more and more terrifying visions. At an empty grocery store, she tries to do her shopping, but suddenly she sees a group of perverted clowns having sex on the produce section. You don't want that melon. That's not good melon. She is chased around the store, defending herself by tossing rosé bottles at her clown attacker. But after the incident, there is no evidence that these clowns were ever really there. She did have a fear of clowns, and it seems that she is seeing them as part of her increasing phobias that are taking her over mentally. Allie tries to talk to her wife Ivy about what's going on, she is always quite cold and unsupportive, calling Allie insane and generally not believing her. So the question is, are the clowns real or just in Allie's mind? There's something about Allie's story and the people she interacts with that makes me feel like I can't trust literally anybody. I'm sure this is to make us as an audience feel more about what Allie is going through, and it's worth considering the possibility that the majority of the small thousands is all part of the cult, like her psychiatrist anti-anxiety medication, despite Allie not wanting to take anything that chemically alters her body. He insists it's for her own good, saying it's necessary to prevent further damage to her life and family. But I just don't trust him. And it could be that the drugs he's giving her are actually feeding further into her delusions. For another example, the lone clerk at the grocery store, Chaz Bono, puts on a hat showing his support for Trump. And so it's entirely possible he lied about what happened at the store, and the clown's clothes there. Chances are Chaz is already a part of the cult, as we see his hand is missing, and in an earlier trailer see him chained up still with his hand, possibly a flashback that is most likely part of a ritualistic sacrifice he went through in order to join the cult. Then we even have Allie's wife Ivy, the person she is closest with and should be able to trust the most. But consistently, Ivy doesn't support or believe Allie, and rather insists that nothing out of the ordinary is going on, the clowns aren't real, and the reality is Allie is losing her mind. So maybe the clowns aren't actually there, but I'd say it's much more likely that Ivy is specifically choosing to play into Allie's insanity and is in fact encouraging it to put her in a more mental state. This concept is called gaslighting, where someone leads someone else to believe that they are losing their mind, and I say that's what's going on here. It looks like Ivy is also working for the cult, and for some specific reason they are targeting Allie. The two possibilities that I considered are one, that she is trying to get full custody of Ozzy, and Allie going insane would definitely help with that. It seems that Ozzy is quite important, but I'm not quite sure in what capacity yet. Though it's possible, as Ozzy doesn't know who his father is, that Kai was actually the sperm donor and thus Ozzy for a father. Or Another yet somewhat sillier possibility is that Ivy is pissed that Alex didn't vote for Hillary. They have a conversation about how Alex didn't vote for Hillary because she couldn't trust her, and Ivy's response is that they only needed 10,000 votes to win. And if others like her had voted for Hillary, things wouldn't be so bad as they now believe them to be.